Welcome back, everybody. It's Too Much Fantasy Football. Another episode. It's Brian. It's Brennen. Whew. I am sweating, man. Getting those reps in, left and right. Best ball drafts out the wazoo. How you managing over there?
I'm doing pretty good. I just saw that the best ball, of course, came out with another name for because they have the best ball mania one, they have the $5 one, and now they have the $3 one. I'm for sure gonna max out the $3 one. I've already told myself. I'm committed.
I already told myself, let the wife know we're maxing it out.
Yeah, we're losing money in this house. We don't win, we lose.
Of course, no. It's all donations. It's write-offs, right? That's how that works.
I'm still salty because I did max out the puppy last year and I made it to the final team and I had Puka Nacua and Derrick Henry and I still only put up 100 something points because I relied on Bryce Young in the championship.
Oh man, those Carolina stacks, they did not come through for us.
They did not.
Yeah, I'm in the very early stages of statting out players this year, and I am a lot lower on the Carolina, way lower on them than I thought. I thought they would be maybe flirting with top 16-ish offense. Ooh, no. They're not even in the top 20 for me right now.
Where are they at then?
I don't even have, I've got barely over a dozen teams, but just kind of where it's looking as far as I'm trying to figure out number of pass attempts, number of rush attempts per team, and just I didn't realize how low they were as far as the over-unders. I think they're 6.5 off the top of my head as far as next season. Vegas, not in love with this team.
I can kind of see it. I mean, there's a question at running back, right? We like Chuba, but obviously he got outpaced by Rico for a little bit, and then it just was never the same. Maybe Jonathan Brooks steps up and is healthy, obviously coming back off 2 ACL tears. Yeah, and then it's a prove it year for Bryce. It's contract year for him, so I can kind of see it.
Yeah, I'm. It's hard. It's hard. Kind of going into this process. You're well, once the NFL draft happens, then I'll know a lot more. Well, the NFL draft wasn't as exciting as we all thought, so I still feel like there's a lot of holes. And I guess that's what we're here to talk about today. Nope, not the segue we're looking for. We're talking winners and losers today, folks. We're going through the AFC. We're talking about the winners, the losers. I mean, almost, folks, you can segue it into almost a dynasty buy and sell show. Which guys are we going to be off and which players are you going to be on just based on, kind of the ramifications of the draft. So, news, not a whole hell of a lot. Aaron Rodgers still hasn't reported to the Steelers. They tagged him with this little thing that if he comes back, it's a 10% raise. Steelers, I mean, we're going to talk about them in the loser section, I imagine. But, do you want Aaron Rodgers there, or would you rather see them play a carousel of quarterbacks this year?
I think the fans themselves would love the carousel of Drew Aller or Will Howard, but us as fantasy owners, obviously Aaron Rodgers just gives a little bit more of a safety net to the targets that are there.
Does it? Because if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, then I think I might just write off every Steelers player. Maybe the running backs I'll keep on, but then I don't even have to worry about DK or Pittman. Right? Right now in best ball, I'm talking myself into Pittman because I don't mind a Aaron Rodgers Pittman stack there at the very end. But if it's a rookie, I can just say no. Nope, I'm not even touching the players. And there's no risk. There's no risk. There's no reward. But what kind of reward's coming out of that team?
No, I agree. I just would feel better if obviously I think DK is going at the price of with Aaron Rodgers. I think all these guys it's baked in with Aaron Rodgers. So if you're drafting him now, which I've drafted DK a little bit. I've drafted Michael Pittman a little bit, just because I'm it's Aaron Rodgers. I think he can get them the ball. Now I think if they just, I don't know where he's probably wide receiver 30, somewhere around that range, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I want to say he's upper 30s, 37-ish. One of the last times I saw.
How much further does he drop without Aaron Rodgers to you?
I drop all the way to 50. Just right off the top of my head, not putting too much. I would not. DK Metcalf's age 37. I would rather have Wan'Dale Robinson at 48, I think, than DK.
Ooh, that's. I don't know. I think
Josh Downs is 50. I'd rather have Josh Downs than DK Metcalf.
I think I might have. Yeah, it's tough.
Matthew Golden, I'll take a shot on that. It's a hard one. I don't know. We're gonna find out over the next few weeks. That's for sure. Or at least I'll have a better idea of how I feel when I go through these projections.
Mhm.
But yeah, other news. We have anything else fun? Nothing exciting.
I would say like what's it called? I'm trying to like Quentin Johnson. They had their fifth year. All these guys, the
Oh,
first round,
that's
kind
right.
of had
Yeah.
their fifth years picked up, except for AR. I think Anthony Richardson was the only one that didn't get his picked up for obvious reasons. So
And the linebacker for the Lions, they picked up Jameer Gibbs, but they did not pick up what is it, Jack? I think his last name
Jack
is,
Campbell from
or Jack
Iowa,
Campbell.
yeah,
Yeah, which is interesting. It speaks to just the whole situation. Like, what is Jeremiah Love's fifth year option going to look like? Like, I guess that's kind of what
expensive.
it speaks to. Is yeah, it's like there's certain player positions you just don't take as certain player, certain areas of the draft because they didn't take him because he would have been paid $22 million, I think, on the fifth year option. There's not a
Mhm.
single off ball linebacker that's making 22 million dollars right now. So like it's not a good deal. They could re-sign him, they could still bring him back, but it just makes no sense
I
to
think he just
spend
made
up
an
on
All
some of
Pro
those
last
players.
year too, so I
Yep,
think they'd like to keep him if not mistaken.
100% they want to keep him. But the fact that he is all pro, you want to keep him, but picking up a fifth year option is not the way to do that. Just it blows my mind as far as just the process of how that works. QJ, weird to think I want him to come back next year because this offense, these prospects we like. Lad McConkey's fine. You and I, there's some hope for some Trey Harris action. Who's the other guy? They just picked up that new.
Brennan, it was Brennan Thomas Thompson, something like that.
Yeah, the fast kid. So like they've got a lot of options, but not like prolific talent. Not like a top
No
15,
X
top 20.
factor. They don't have an
hmm
X factor really.
So yeah, interesting with that one too. With QJ coming back, you ready to get into the winners and losers?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Do we end on the losers? I feel like I don't know if I want to end on a
Yeah,
negative note.
let's start with the winners.
Let's start with the winners. Let's start
Let's
with
be
the
happy
happy
first.
ones. First one I'm going to throw out here. It's Josh Downs. Josh Downs from the Colts. What did they do to address the wide receiver position? They drafted a seventh round wide receiver on Deion Burks. That's all they really did. Josh Downs has been notorious for being off the field in two wide receiver sets. They got rid of Pittman. They got rid of A.D. Mitchell. They traded both of them away. Now that I'm kind of realizing that, it's going to be Josh Downs and Alec Pierce. They don't have a lot of talent outside of that. Anthony Gould, I believe, is still in the team. A
But he's the
bunch
same build
of
as the guy they just took.
yeah, just a lot of. I mean,
Tiny
it's
gadget guys.
yeah, that's kind of how Ballard, gadget guys that have athletic twitches, and then the big long fast streakers. So Josh Downs, man, I think he's going to be out there on two wide receiver sets, and kind of how we talked about him being wide receiver 50. That seems egregious.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of dynasty trades of like the 111, 112 for Josh Downs. Like people are just like, I'll take a chance here instead, which I can kind of agree with. I mean, for me, like I just think he'll be out there more. He's bigger, which is not saying by a whole lot than the other two behind him of Anthony Gould and the guy we just took in the seventh round. But I just think it's Tyler Warren, Pierce, and him. And I mean, Daniel Jones does air the ball out. Like he did do it when he was healthy last year. So I'll take a gamble on the repeat with Downs having more target shares.
Yeah, he's pretty. I believe he's going to be locked in as number two. Tyler Warren, I think easily can say that's one, but like Alec Pierce, no matter how great he is, he didn't even have 50. He's never had 50 catches in a season in his career. So
He got broke 1,000 yards. So
yeah, 48 catches, 1,000 yards, I believe it was last year, and I don't like. I would be very surprised if he broke 65, 70 catches this year.
I mean, this offense, he has to. Like the way they paid him, he has to.
I think he's going to Mike Evans it though. I think it's going to be through yards and touchdowns, not necessarily targets and receptions. I think that's going to be Josh Downs' bread or Warren's bread and butter.
Yeah, where they are properly going at the right price for all these guys. I think Josh Downs is a little undervalued.
Yeah, like I'd rather have him over Casey Concepcion, who's going ahead of him, Quentin
Yep.
Johnson or Josh Downs.
Full point PPR, I'm gonna say Downs.
Josh Downs or Romeo Dobbs.
Oh, Josh Downs.
Here's his NFC twin: Josh Downs or Jaden Reed.
I'm gonna stay away from the pack. Like the Packers wide receivers still scare me. I'm gonna say Josh Downs. That might be a
Josh
little
Downs.
biased, but
Jaden Reed
yeah,
is still not. He wasn't paid to be on the field in two wide receiver sets. I believe it's going to be Goldman Watson out there.
that's what it sounds like.
Ooh, which is a little funky. Little funky. Go ahead and toss us out a winner. Who do you have?
I'm gonna go with like a bigger name. I'm gonna
Ooh,
go with Chase Brown. I think a lot of us
Chase.
all expected the Bengals to do something on the offense. They were slotted for Jeremiah Love, taking Jonah Coleman, Jadarius, but they didn't take him. They are sticking with Brown, so I think Brown's a winner.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I was entertaining the idea of Jeremiah Love going there. Could he fall to 10? All that fun stuff. And as soon as that pick went away, it seemed like he was locked in. They addressed the defense. Good for them.
Mhm.
They took some shots at that. Do you imagine he's going to get extended? Because it blows my mind to think that Chase Brown, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins could be paid topish dollar, across the three of them.
They can get out of the T. Higgins contract, if I'm not mistaken, because of the way he signed his contract. So, like, if they really wanted to do something weird, like extend Chase Brown, move the money around from Higgins, like, there's possibilities. But obviously, it sucks because like I feel bad for Bengals fans, like their franchise, their ownership, it just never bodes well for them for happiness.
No, no, and that's why Joe Burrow has taken up. He's moved to the dark side. I don't know if you've seen his haircut, but he's going episode 3. I
Have
don't
you
even.
seen the real dark side of Joe Burrow, of the sense of like Rams fans just pestering Bengals fans saying can't wait for him to be a Ram soon? Like, it's an ongoing feud, and it's one of the funniest things ever.
I hope it happens.
I kind of
A,
hope it does
a
too.
Ty
Like, just
Simpson Joe Burrow trade.
yeah, exactly.
5 years of first. That's when it gets passed.
Hmm.
Next one I'm gonna throw out. Let's go Mark Andrews. Let's go Mark
Yeah,
Andrews. His tight end room got emptied out during free agency. They addressed the wide receiver position. I think it was a third and a fifth round, or a fourth and a
yes.
fifth round wide receiver they picked up. But like all in all, Mark Andrews, even if he's aged out, like I think that's where this argument is. I've heard a lot of people say, "Oh, he's dust. He's not there. It's not going to happen." I don't think he has to. I think his red zone presence alone, like Zay Flowers, will never be a red zone presence unless Adam Randall is going out there to go put him on his shoulders, and like that's why they drafted that big guy. Like I don't see him being a red zone present, and that's what Mark Andrews is, and he's buddies. He is absolute buddies with Lamar Jackson. The playoff catch was an anomaly, folks.
Where is he going right now in ADP? Because I feel like he's still underpriced. I feel like I would have him over some guys.
I still find myself getting a lot more of him than I do, other players. He's tight end 16 right now. He's moved up about 2 spots. Kenyon
Okay,
Sadiq is now behind Mark Andrews, but like Isaiah Likely's
that
right in
makes
front of
sense.
him.
I think that's tough. It's a toss up. I kind of like Likely more just because I like the offense for the dart, but like I could see
Floor
myself taking
ceiling.
Andrews.
I think
Yes.
Likely has a higher ceiling. Mark Andrews is the floor.
Yep.
Goddard, I think Goddard and Mark Andrews, I'm seeing in the same light. I think
Yeah.
it's
I
touchdowns
have
that
no
can carry them.
preference.
Dalton Kincaid at 13 or Mark Andrews.
I think I think everyone just wants Kincaid to be a thing, and it's just not. And so I'll say Andrews. Like, I just what it sounds like to me.
Stop trying to make Kincaid a thing, okay, people?
Yeah.
And then George Kittle is still tight end 10. How he's above Ferguson and Kelsey, I just don't get it. I can't wait. I wish we could know. Not even just so we could take advantage of it, but I just want to know how stupid we're going to look if George Kittle's out there week 3, you know?
Dude, there's just no way. Is there any rumblings of the thing I heard was like week 8? Like, that's what I've heard is just week. I mean, and I get it for best ball, the purposes is like you play for weeks 15 to 17, so that's where you really want him. But you got to get there first.
And I'm okay. I just don't see him being a league winner. Like, even if he comes back, like, I don't know. It's hard, folks.
It's tough.
This is Team Tonjus on this podcast.
I think for me, if he, like, obviously Achilles tears have been great as of lately for guys coming back. I've mentioned it before, like Jason Tatum and stuff like that. If Kittle comes back and is like the same player, I'm going to view Achilles tears as ACL tears. There's just
George Kittle's a different kind of dog, though.
But in general, though, usually we've seen guys who tear Achilles just not look the same.
Especially, like I think it also varies position by position. Like running
Yes.
backs, they use their Achilles a lot differently than tight ends or wide receivers. Same thing, so like
Yeah.
quarterbacks naturally, Sean Watson's coming off 2 Achilles tears, so like there's something to really find out.
Hey, he's leading the room right now.
Look at the room. It's the
Still
the
leading it.
dragon meme, but they're all just goofy ass looking dragons. Because George Kittle is 32. He will be 33 October 9th. So before he sets foot on the field, potentially, he will be 33 years old. We saw Travis
Yeah, it's a
Kelsey
tough look.
when he was 33, and
Yeah.
he didn't tear in his Achilles.
Yeah.
He didn't look great. What else we
No, not at
have?
all. I'm gonna go with a running back here. I'm gonna go with Tony Pollard. Like I genuinely thought the Titans were gonna draft a running back, and they did. But it's a day 3 pick. It's super late. Maybe he has a chance to compete with him, but like I think it's Tony Pollard's backfield until proven otherwise. And they did fix the O line, and obviously it was rough for him the first, trying to get anything going there. So I'm gonna say Tony Pollard's a winner.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever. Yeah. You know who the real winner is? It's Tajay Spears. Let's go. That's the real winner. It's this year. It's gonna happen.
Talk about a
Tajay.
degenerative knee issue.
Dude, he looked so good in those playoff weeks 2 years ago. Three years.
Yeah,
It was so
exactly.
good. It just the fact that it flirts and reminds you of Derrick Henry's early career. Like he just can't get the starting role until year 4. Year 4, he finally got the starting gig,
Mm.
stupidly, and that's when they had to pay him out the nose. Yeah, but yeah, Tony Pollard. I'm not going to be taking him out of spite, folks, but I'm sure. Yay, Tony. Go for
Yay, Tony.
next one I want to bring up. This is a little selfish here, but it's Jack Besh. I took way too much of him last year. I had a lot of mid-round second picks, and he was kind of the best quality foot. He's a second-round pick. He was a second-round pick in the NFL draft. Honestly, Mendoza might be on this loser list. Like they kind of really didn't do much to address it. Now, do you think it's necessarily a bad thing because he does have Brock Bowers? But Brock Bowers is a bona fide one, so like he doesn't need a traditional wide receiver core when you have him.
I mean, they have Brock Bowers and they invested, the 6th overall pick in Genty. Like, I think this
Mm-hmm.
is going to be a heavy run team. I mean, we didn't include him in the losers, but like, I do think Genty is not going to be this like 85% bell cow anymore, especially with the new hire.
I don't think he necessarily needs to. I think he'll be more
Yeah.
than Ken Walker was, but I do because they got Mike Washington, the speed freak, and then they got the other running back out of Indiana as well. Himby, I think his name is. I've taken him quite a
Yes.
bit in the 4th and 5th rounds of
Kalen
rookie
Black
drafts.
was the other one that went to San
No,
Francisco.
yeah, San Francisco. Yeah. Jack Besh, man, I'm excited. We've got coach speak. Could he be the JSN for this team? What? What? Who said? Who said? Did you say that? Did I? Somebody said that. I heard Jack Besh is the next JSN. That's just what the rumors floating
He
around.
might be the next Alec Pierce. And no, I was nothing
Uh,
because they're both white.
oh, they are, aren't they? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at you.
Either way, big winner, big winner, a big winner. Let's call him a medium, an above average winner.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm gonna say like a small winner, like Rashi Rice. Like he wanted a new contract. Like the Chiefs, they went and got Ken Walker. They were, potentially could have gotten like Mekhi Lemon. They could have drafted some. They didn't do that. So they went and they fixed the defense. And so I think Rashi Rice is a winner in this. And he also didn't get. He's not gonna get suspended. Like just call it what it is.
Yep. Yeah, he is a winner here. There was all the talks. Could Tyson, Lemon, obviously not Tate now. The fact that he went number 4 overall, but they could have taken a high end wide receiver. They could have taken one in the second round. There were plenty to go around, but they feel good with the receiving core. They feel good with the tight end room, I guess, because they didn't address that position either, like I wanted them to. Stowers, he was right there to be taken at the end of the first.
I
But
mean,
no,
they needed to rush the quarterback though. I do feel like the Woods was the better pick for them.
sure, fine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want defense. I want offense. You remember? You
True.
remember early Mahomes? You remember those days, dude? He is
Those days
30.
are forever gone, dude. Those
He
days,
is
they're never
30.
gonna let him have one
He'll,
safety in the backfield.
they'll get.
They will forever be a two cover safety
I
team.
thought you meant the offense. I think that
Nah.
they should put together, kind of like Brady got a couple of them. Peyton got a couple of those seasons where like, hey, we're gonna go break some records. We are gonna put everything on the offense, and we're just gonna let you go. And like, I think he's gonna get one of those in his prime 30 years, like 34 maybe once they get this thing figured out in the wide receiver room. But
Yeah.
we need another 50 touchdown season, man. That was magic,
No, it was
magic,
beautiful.
magic. I'm gonna kind of double dip two of these here because I'm also have other motives and I'm trying to force something to happen. I'm gonna take Gadsden for the Chargers. Gadsden for the Chargers. I'd say a light winner. They still have a messy wide receiver room. There's a lot to be passed around, but as you kind of talked about, like this is a fifth round tight end, and they seem pretty comfortable with him.
Yeah, I mean, they took like there's 20 something tight ends taken in this draft. Like, I mean, the Rams took one in the second round for Christ's sakes. Like, and they didn't take any. Yeah, they didn't take any. And so I view him as a winner because that means they just have a lot of trust in him.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. The other one I'm going to kind of pony up here on this one, piggyback it. Hunter Henry. Why are we still rolling him out there? Why? Can we not get something fresh and exciting instead of just, there's Hunter Henry. You did a streamer. He's out there. No excitement.
Yeah, there's just nothing. Like, it's like it makes sense for he's a winner because I'm just thinking about it in my head. I'm like, because obviously we think AJ Brown's coming to town or they are going to do something. I just feel like by June 1st something's going to happen with the Patriots. There's no way they roll into town with this, or they might just because of what's happened on the outside noise.
This is true. Where do you think he's going right now in best ball? Tight end what?
22, probably something stupid late.
20.
Okay.
He's back there with like AJ Barner and TJ Hawkinson and Juwan Johnson, Brenton Strange.
Sad TJ Hawkinson noises. Just,
dude, what happened there?
I don't know.
He burned so bright, and
he tore his ACL right and came back, and I just don't think he's been the same player, basically, right?
Yeah, and then he lost Kirk, and it's just been inconsistent play outside of it. It's R.I.P. man, R.I.P.
Maybe there's something there with Kyler. Like maybe if you want to like call your shot on something, like maybe.
As far as like ADP exposure and like best ball, I might have a little bit, but I'm excited for Kyler. I'm pro Kyler in the Vikings this year, but I don't think I'll be biting on that.
Okay.
I'll pick him up off waivers after week 1 or 2.
Fair.
And I think we have one more winner. One more winner.
It's your guy. I'll let you.
Oh no, I just did 2. That was selfish of me. Let's leave this last one for you.
Yeah, it's Bashaw Tootin. I was very shocked the Jaguars didn't like just take anything. They had a weird draft. Gladstone, I think, is a little too nerdy for my taste.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Gladstone, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I was excited just to see what we had in him originally last year in the draft, but watching him more, I'm like, he still seems like a dumb kid in some, just, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if it's arrogance or if it's just.
Yeah, the comments about the tight end and of him saying he's not just a blocker. And it's like, well, like he, over 4 years, his total amount of catches was like 60 receptions for less than 1,000 yards. I don't know. It's just weird.
It's not encouraging at all.
No. But Bashaw Tootin's winner, though. So,
Toot. Yeah, that's right. It's unfortunate. I grabbed him in a couple dynasty leagues, picking off some of these players for, these low firsts and all of my second, third, and fourths. But that price is going up. Price is going up, and I'm all here for it. Like, he's approaching top 20 as far as my running backs so far this year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's about right.
Oh, you want to play a game called Where's That Line? Yeah, we do.
Let's do
Where's that line? Bashaw Tootin or Quinshon Judkins?
Judkins.
All right. Oh, Bashaw Tootin is at RB24, BT Dubs.
Okay.
Taking Judkins, Scatabo or Tootin?
Scatabo. We'll be talking about him tomorrow.
I think Scatabo too, but it makes me even better.
I
Like
think we'll be
the fact
talking
that you
about
have
him
to pick
tomorrow.
those two and you picked him. David Montgomery or Tootin?
Oh, there's more upside in Tootin. I want to say Montgomery, but I'll say Tootin.
Toot toot. Trayvon Henderson.
Tootin for sure.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I would too, but like, I'm actually moving. Like, that was RB20,
I know you're moving up. I know he's up, which is like I'm still very scared about. I've
which
jokingly have
is
said Ramondre's RB1, and there might be some truth.
so. You picked RB23 and 22 over him, but not 21 and 20. Would you have Scatabo and Judkins ahead of Henderson and Montgomery?
Yes.
I I think I'm with you. Bucky Irving or Tootin?
Ooh, give me Bucky. I've seen it. I've seen it in Bucky.
I think this is about the line for me because Javonte Williams. I think it's a higher ceiling with Tootin, but I think Javonte seems safer.
Yeah, Javante's for sure safer. I would. It's not even a talk for me about
Dude,
Javante.
are Cowboys going to suck this year? And when I say suck, I mean, are they not going to be one of the best offenses because their defense is actually good this year?
No, I still think they'll have. I don't think they're gonna have that many crazy touchdowns for all these guys, but I just still think they're gonna be good offense. They're
Well, I
gonna
think
have
they're
to
going to
be.
be an efficient offense. I just wonder if they don't need to score near as much, as
Oh,
the
like the
Cowboys and the
shootouts, like they
Bengals.
were last
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
Yeah,
Cowboy Bengals. Like I think the
probably not as much.
Cardinals. I think the Cardinals are going to be the Cowboys of the NFC this year. Like they didn't
I
address
mean,
the defense at all. All they did was
they were
pick
just the same
offense.
last year. Like I mean,
Yeah,
they were scoring crazy points, but that was because they were down by you know 10, 15 points each time, so they had to start throwing it.
yeah. I might be into some Cardinals players this year. A
Yeah,
little
me too.
worried. All right, let's get to losers. Let's talk about these fools. The ones we don't want. The ones we don't like. Yeah, yes and no. Who you got?
I think it sucks to say like this one because like I do like him as a quarterback, even though he's in my division. Like it's CJ Stroud. It's kind of weird they didn't address the line more. Like I know they took two guards right in this draft, and they were a second round and a fifth or fourth.
I think it was a fifth. I think they traded their fourth up to a third. But
They
either
should
way,
have
it
just spent more
was.
money. They should have allocated more draft capital too, because they don't have a tackle. Their left tackle is a 2025 second round pick last year, who they're hoping to take a step forward, but was ranked. What was he? 64th out of 68. So it was
20.
something. Yeah, it was awful. So I think CJ Stroud might be still in trouble if he can't get the ball quickly.
Yeah, this offensive line. We were going through the names right before the show, and it's gross. It's ugly. They're spending. Would they give 40 and $50 million a year to their two pass rushers? Which
Daniel
hey,
Hunter and Will
they're
Anderson.
great.
Yeah,
They're great at
they're
what they are,
great.
but
It's a
you need to
wrecking ball.
understand. Yeah, but you have to understand when you put all the funds on the defense, then you have to draft very well on the offense to
Which
offset that.
Yeah, and to my credit, like to their credit, I would for sure give those guys money, like because I mean,
Yeah,
had CJ Stroud just been a little bit more competent in the Patriots game, it would have been better. But I think like they also signed Al Jazeer. They gave him a big extension, which again, like he's a great player for them. So I understand, but like at some point though, you got to sit there and look on the side, like your quarterback who you took second overall, who did show promise his rookie year, and I think he's had a good amount of concussions where his head might just not be there right now, and maybe he needs a
yeah,
it is he just his concussions haven't looked as bad as like Tua's, but he's had quite a bit. Yeah.
yeah. Just because he doesn't do the claw doesn't mean it doesn't mess things up there.
Yeah.
CJ Stroud definitely not a winner. I'm gonna go Harold Fannin. I don't think this is like a dramatic. We're freaking out. But all in all, you added a first round wide receiver. You added an early second round wide receiver to this room. It's just more pass catchers at a pie that is a stanky pie. Like it may be a decently sized pie where they're passing the ball a lot, but the defense is really good. So it's not like they're down and out for the entire game. The defense can hold them in there for 2 or 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter, that's when we get garbage time. But just end of the day, Harold Fant is now having to share some of his stinky pie slices.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks that there's, more mouths to feed, but I still think he's going to be fine. I'm
For
not
sure.
like I'm not like too worried about him. Like he's what, tight end 6, 5? What is he?
He's 6.
He's 6. Who's 7 and 8?
Kyle Pitts is 7. I'm okay with him over Pitts, but Sam Laporta's 8. I think I'd take Laporta over Fannin.
I'm about to say I think they're the same. I think Laporta's just been injured, so
The difference would be it's 2 tight end spots, but Harold Fann's going about ADP 86 and Laporta's at 102. I think with almost a 2-round difference,
it's also the tight end. It's also a tight end area I don't like to draft, and I just don't like drafting tight ends 4 through 10, 11. There's no point.
It's gonna. Yeah. If honestly, I might be. I was talking about Cardinals. Yeah, it's top 2. I think Brock Bowers is going to be my one over Trey McBride, so he's going to be the one I target because he's cheaper than McBride.
Mm-hmm.
Their ADP is 21 and 22, so shut your mouth about price there, Brian. It didn't freaking matter. But yeah, if it's not Brock Bowers, we are punting on the on Brian's fantasy football teams this year.
Yeah.
No more third person. Next up, who do you have for another loser?
It's RJ Harvey. I took Jonah Coleman. It's now J.K. Dobbins, RJ Harvey, Jonah Coleman.
They keep talking about wanting to add running backs,
Yeah, so I just think that's a backfield. You can just put Denver Broncos backfield. I mean, because someone's going to make it out of there with a little more touches than the others, and we just don't know who it is. Obviously, AJ Harvey was taken in the 2nd round last year, so they thought, like, okay, and he's also older, so I figured they're going to use him right away quicker. That's just not really the case, it sounds like.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be 3 running backs. Like Sean Payton, something happened that year that he took off. Instead of him just being the guy that had 2 running back monsters, he's like, ooh, what if we added a 3rd head on this running back monster, and we have 3, and it's just the way he's rolling now.
He's not calling plays anymore, is he? If not my understanding,
it's a kid from Tech.
Yeah, because
Davis Webb.
They want to pay him money because they want to keep him. So
that'll be interesting. He also he's got his own personality. He's got his own hubris. So there could be a point where in the 4th quarter he pushes Webb off to the side, grabs his headset, and says, "Hang on, guys, this is what we're doing." Would not put that past him.
True.
As his OC said this offseason, yeah, Peyton just woke up in a mood and he fired us all. Yeah, sounds about right. Mason Taylor is my next loser here. I don't know how I wasn't necessarily like out of all those 2nd-round tight ends last year, he was down on my list. I think it's probably just the Jets. The fact he wears that green, I don't give him a lot, but I didn't have high hopes for him. But I think, you were a fan, weren't you?
I liked what I saw. I was like, okay, they can build something here. Get him a quarterback, and let's see. I think he could have pushed for like that, dead zone tight end space of like a tight end 8-9. Like I saw that like in his wheelhouse, but now like shiny new toy in Kenyon Sadiq, and so not really sure what to think of it. Frank Wright, if I'm not mistaken, has always kind of like favored one tight end. He might make adjustments, so because everyone remembers like luck to Ebron, that was a good thing. And so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think he's had 4 of his 10 seasons where he was the OC or the head coach. It was top 5, top 10. I need to pull up the actual metric. He had 4 really good seasons with the tight end without me just loading you up with semi-correct numbers there. Next up, another loser. Give it to me.
Let's go Drake May, as it sits with an asterisk.
Yeah, these are winners and losers from the draft. Drake May is a loser from the draft, people. Because who they draft?
Nobody. Well, they took somebody, right? They didn't take a tight end because we talked about Hunter Henry, obviously, but did they take a wide receiver?
I think they did late. I'll pull it up here. Just a second. They took a tight end in the 3rd. No, they didn't take a wide receiver at all. I thought they did. Wow. Yeah, no. Took a running back in the 7th.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's AJ Brown or bust.
Could you imagine if somebody swoops in and gets him?
Well, we saw, I don't know who reported, but someone said the Chiefs were interested. I mean, I think a lot of teams will be interested in AJ Brown. Like honestly, like if you are like the Bills should absolutely give him a call and be like, what will it cost? Like the Ravens should absolutely give him a call.
Yeah. No, they need to wait 2 or 3 years before they call him about AJ Brown.
That's right. They like
He's,
they
he's
like him a little more seasoned. They like a little
yeah.
more years.
Age
Yeah, true.
32, AJ, you are a Raven, buddy.
Yeah, I feel bad for Ravens fans. They just never have gotten their X before. Like Zay Flowers is cool, but like obviously it's not. It's not like he's like a tiny X.
Yeah, like they've had some fun wide receivers too. Like Torrey Smith, I actually played basketball against him in high school. But
Oh wow.
yeah, destroyed us. That team destroyed us. But like they've had some fun wide receivers back in the day, but just not those Hall of Fame caliber, or even just like in that conversation of that. And it's what if
Yeah.
is that eternal conversation? What else? Who else you got?
I mean, we're going to keep on quarterbacks here. Sorry about that. I mean, it's Josh Allen. We just, talked about like, maybe the AJ Brown should, the Bills should call for AJ Brown, but like they got DJ Moore and they focused heavy on defense, which like they should have done that. That is correct. But like you are also having, I mean, we could arguably say the most talented quarterback to ever play the game, him and Lamar Jackson, pick your poison. I like both of them. Give him something besides DJ Moore. Like this is starting to get a little worried about like where they stand as a team.
They love Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman is there. God, that's horrible. Let's go with
Still
80
QB1 for you though.
Yeah, I guess. God, I'm so tired of putting him as one. It's just so boring.
He does it every year.
But he does it every year. And like
Wait, was he
Jackson's,
one or two last year?
I think he might have been two.
I'm trying to remember who was one.
Did Drake May pull off one?
He might have.
It might have been close. Might have been format, but like I tried to get cute and put Lamar Jackson one last year, and the Ravens had one of the worst seasons we've seen in a while. So like, I don't want to mess. Wow, Joe Burrow's number 3. He jumped Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels is dropped down to 4.
Oh, that's silly. That's really silly.
Jalen Hurts is 5. Caleb Williams at 6. Goodbye. Last year was fun, but like
That was
Caleb
so much
Williams,
fun when I said, he's a sleeper pick and he could just, great times.
hey, Drake May is at 7. A sleeper pick on this. Like, damn, we killed it last year with some of those guys. Not to pump ourselves up, folks. We're staying humble. We had some bad calls. Somebody didn't like Javonte Williams.
And someone really liked Ken Walker.
He wasn't bad. He maintained value. You draft him at like mid to late 20s. He finished.
Yeah, you drafted him at RB24. You got
Mid-20s.
RB24. Yeah, you got exactly.
That's not a loss. That's not a loss.
True.
And you
That
team
is
that
true.
with
I said
Javonte
Evan
Williams.
Yeah. I said Evan Ingram. But I also said Chris Olave. So
Yeah, that was a hell of a pick. And I said Waddle, and I kept thinking it was going to be better, and it wasn't. It was good, but it wasn't.
it was good.
Chris Olave levels. The fact that they were
No.
back to back makes it worse.
Yes.
Loser, just small loser here. 80 Mitchell. These are Colts fans here, folks.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for his success in the league. I'm hoping to see it. There's flashes, man. He's got talent. It just might not be starter caliber talent.
Yeah. Ton of 3 wide receiver sets will be out there, but 2, I think I can only imagine is Omar Cooper and Garrett Wilson. So
Yeah, that one's unfortunate. Steelers skill players. I think we're putting them on this list.
This is an asterisk too, because if Aaron Rodgers doesn't come back, this gets really scary for the guys like DK, Pittman. What running back you want to say first?
I like Dowdle. I was just about to bring him up.
Okay.
As we talk about like no Aaron Rodgers, no Aaron Rodgers, I'm out on the pass catchers altogether. Like Pat Freiermuth has been a sleeper tight end pickup for me in best ball. I'm really excited about him with Aaron Rodgers, but like I'm kind of out on the pass catchers. With the running backs, though, are you still willing to dabble in the running backs? No Aaron Rodgers.
I just want to know who's getting first team reps first. I think everyone's in the assumption it's who's it? Not Dowdle, not Caleb Johnson. Who's the other guy? Why am I drawing a blank?
Tyler Warren.
He's
not Tyler Warren. Jalen Warren.
Jalen Warren. Yes. Like if it's Jalen Warren getting first team reps, then I'll probably just favor him. Like I just want nothing to do with like this backfield. It's gross. I don't know what to do with it.
I like Dowdle. Even if he is like I could see him getting away with 60, maybe 65% of the running back rush share. You give 30-ish over there to Tyler Warren.
Jalen Warren.
Oh my God, did I do it again?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, you did it again. I was like, don't you dare.
But
say
like,
his name.
give me Rico Dowdle or Blake Corum or Bill or Kenneth Gainwell or Jordan Mason or Chris Rodriguez. I think I
could
like
argue some
that.
names back and forth from that. Yeah,
For sure. And I'm sure we probably will this summer.
yeah.
We've got one more on the list. Who do you have for us?
I think we're just avoiding the Dolphins as a whole. I mean, you can dig Achan. I get it.
Not us.
I am very scared. I have seen a lot of owners in Dynasty trying to ship him off for just something meaningful, and it's not going well. And I am one of those. I'm really trying to just see what I can get for him. It's a tough world out there for Achan owners.
Yeah, the plus side is they really didn't add a whole lot of talent in the wide receiver room. So, even if they throw the ball significantly less this year, I think he still should see a good target share.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, I don't think the consistency will be there.
Because their wide receiver one is, say a name, Brian, because I couldn't tell
Chris
you.
Bell?
What? Yeah, is it Washington?
I'm going to go
Chris
Chris
the other
Bell.
the wide receiver they took?
The rookie, the third-round rookie.
They took two, right?
Yeah, they took Caleb something or other in the 5th, and then they took Chris Bell in the 3rd. He's the kid that I think he had first-round draft capital going into last season, but he tore an ACL, so talent could be there on him. Coming off the ACL, we could see something. I haven't taken either one of these wide receivers in rookie drafts. Like, I just think that by the time they get through this process and have the team they want in a couple of years, those guys won't be, linchpins of the team.
True. Speaking of drafts, Brian, you're on the clock in our league. You're taking forever. It's been 2 hours.
Yeah, it's the 112, a single quarterback league. And folks, when I tell you the cliff hit
hard.
I'm like, I picked I think I had like the 102, the 110, and the 112. I got my first two picks in.
Chris Bell is available.
That's who's top ADP. I'm like, and folks, when I tell you this team is trash, I got a couple good pieces, but it's like Waddle and Tootin and like people are offering.
I had to pay his buy-in to be fair, because it would be tough to like have someone pay to take over this team. I was left in a rough spot.
It was it's an ugly team. Like, I'm tanking 1, maybe 2 years before I'm
probably 2 years before you start making some like serious moves.
Yeah, Waddle offered to me, or somebody wants Waddle for 2028 first. I had 2 people offer me that. I'm like, is that really what single quarterback value is at? I've also got some really crap offers from some of these guys too, so I'm all over the place trying to like regulate how this league functions.
Sounds like my home leagues.
These guys are asshats. What else you got for these people?
Nope, that's it. I am taking Ty Simpson with pick 111 in a super flex league right now. So,
ooh, that's great value.
Yeah, I have quarterbacks
109, 108.
I traded the 102. I traded Mendoza for Nico Collins.
I like that.
I was just like, I already have Lawrence, Stroud, Purdy, and so I was like, you know what? Let me just take a gamble on this.
I can mess with that. Well, folks, we're getting out of here. We're going to shut it down, as per usual. Coming up next, we will have NFC winners and losers. We're going to talk about all those coming up. And then, of course, we have best ball drafts. We'll be doing those live each and every week. Be a little underdog, little DraftKings, mixing it all up, having some fun. It is at @TooMuch_Brian. He is at TooMuchBMolk. And, of course, the pod, it's at TooMuchFF. See y'all later.